Hi, welcome to the studio. I'm so glad you're here because, did you say mini album? Somebody said mini album. Oh, I said mini album. Here it is. Here is the newest, latest, and greatest. I know, I hear you loud and clear. It's been a hot minute since I've shared a mini album with you. Here's the thing. This is not just any mini album. This is a very special mini album. Are you ready to see a look inside? Because that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so the mini album you see before you, I did not actually create myself. This is from HeidiSwapShop.com. It is the class called It's a Cinch because of the cinch binding. Pretty clever in that. And it's obviously taught by Heidi Swap. And one of the lessons, well, actually there's several lessons, but there's 4 books included in this class. And this is just one of them. So while I won't be showing you the details of how the book was actually crafted, which you can do. I'm an enabler here. You know that about me. I enable you to do the things. You can purchase the class at her shop, which I have linked that below. And if you happen to be watching the week of, what is this, 21st, 22nd, 23rd of July 2021, the class is on sale right now for like 20% off. So if you've been on the fence, if you think, oh yeah, maybe now's the time. I mean, like, now's totally the time. So what am I going to do today? Instead of doing a how-to, I'm going to be doing a walkthrough. We're going to walk through this album because I just want you to see several things that took place here. And I know you're a fan of a mini, and I'm a fan of a mini, and it's actually inspiring some other thoughts. So let's get going. So on the front, I'm just going to kind of point out some things that I've used and show you. I have the letters here that I've got things from a couple different places. I have items that are from HeidiSwapShop.com, and then I use some items from scrapbook.com as well. So I'm going to point those out to you if you don't mind, just because I do get questions. Where did you find this? And so hopefully I can answer all those for you. So the letters are from HeidiSwapShop.com, and I'm just going to say Heidi Swap because that's a lot to say. HeidiSwapShop.com, HeidiSwapShop.com, Heidi Swap, and they're beautiful, almost like a pink vellum. And so I put out Always Better Together for my title. I had to kind of make an extra T by cutting an I and then I think an L. I think I cut off the bottom of an L to make that, and it works. I added in a label here. Labels are from Heidi Swap also, as well as this chipboard star. I love these chipboard stars. I wish she'd make hearts. And you're going to see these tags that are also part of the Heidi Classic. Maybe it's Classic Heidi. I never get names right, do I? That's what you know about me. And then the hello is a definition sticker. I just cut a piece of a word out to write hello there. So when you open it up, I have this first page here. I haven't put anything on it yet. Sometimes I just like to leave pages. You're going to see that. I've got a lot of open, what I call open pages. And so this is an open page for now. Don't think I'm going to add anything there. So I have one of the acetate sheets from Classic Heidi. Then I use a Stamp Society stamp, part of my title page, along with a sticker that's from Carefree that I typed on. And I'll just be honest with you, I made a huge blunder on the rest of the tag. So instead of just completely scrapping the tag, which I felt like doing initially, I cut it and added it there. Now, something you're going to see me do a lot are these banners. And while these banners are super easy to cut, just notch them with a really good pair of scissors, which I happen to think these little tiny mini scissors are the best for notching these because they're not serrated and they don't leave a mark. But scrapbook.com has a couple of die sets that include this banner die, which I do like to use. I didn't use it here, but I have used it throughout this mini album. On the back here, to kind of cover up where I had this tag, I used another Classic Heidi tag. I trimmed it way down. I added a definition sticker. Gold Thread for the Win. This is from We are memory keepers. I won't repeat myself. I'll just say, as much as I'm able, everything will be linked down below. I will tell you, this isn't part of the original book, but I felt it was a little busy for what I had going on here. So instead of seeing right through to the next page, I put in this vellum page, and I'm happy with how that looks. And that's just an option for you. Another little notch. This really is attached to here. It's really not going to come off, but boy, it's loosey-goosey. So I have typed on vellum all the love. And then inside here is another tag, and I'll show you. I added some more photos. So the beginning of this book is super photo-centric, which is exactly what I wanted to do. And I need to digress here a little bit. This album is my daughter's bridal shower in February. And so we were sure to take plenty of photos, and I had a lot of photos and was kind of struggling. How do I get all these photos in an album and looking good? And I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. What I purposed to do on a page like this, which is a lot of family here, was like on my 6x8 pages, these 4x3 photos are really great sizes to have. And if you just keep it to 2, it's a great sketch. And that's what I did here on this little edge of this flap here, which is about 3 inches. These photos are 2x2, but I left the border on. And I talked about that in a previous video. And then again, more typing with just some of my commentary on those photos. I haven't actually added in journaling yet. I have room for it, and I'm still kind of, you know how it goes, right? What do I exactly want to say? So what I tried to do to start was just put in just some phrases on some of these photos. So here again, I have a 3x4, but these are 2x3 because of the way the photo was taken, and I was able to fit 2 there. And I think it fits very nicely and doesn't look too crowded. This is part of Heidi's class, and I haven't done anything with this yet, but you're going to have to see the class to see how that turned out. There's a little hidden page in here to which I added in the gifts and who the gift was from. I typed it on vellum, and then I hid my adhesion. I hid my adhesive underneath this flap, so you can't see that the vellum is adhered down. I am presently not really sure about a good vellum adhesive. I'll just be honest with you about that. Okay, to continue this book, again, super simple embellishing, like this definition sticker that I then notched. I just layered it over a label, and I'm keeping this page just pretty clean and clear. Here's another part of Heidi's class, and I think this is a great place for some journaling that I'll add, especially with the group photo here. I think I'm going to like how that turned out. Again, for the embellishment, another definition sticker and just another notch banner. I didn't feel like this needed too much extra embellishing. I liked what the page patterns did, and you can still purchase the 12x12 paper from Classic Heidi. It is still available, just as the individual papers. They come in a pack though, so they're still available. And so I kind of went with her direction a little bit. I changed some things up. You can see here, this is a single-sided page. This is not a double-sided piece of paper. And I purposely did add in some white pages. I just needed to have kind of that white space balance, if that makes sense. This is another part of the class. And this paper here, I might get questions on it. This is an American Craft pattern that's no longer available. I literally had like this much left, and I just love this paper so much. I could buy it by the ream. It's so awesome. Inside here though was this is journaling. Don't forget that just details about a party, and the details here, what the menu was, is part of your journaling, and more details here about the games that we played. And that just slides right into this little pocket here that you can learn about in that It's a Cinch class. Okay, so here my pages get very clean. On the back of the pocket, I have this large candid. It is almost a 4x6, not quite, but I wanted a little bit larger impact photo for this kind of transition into some candid photos here. I just took literally a scrap of paper on my table and I notched it. Again, another definition sticker and another Chipboard Star. These are all going to be 3x4 photos. Again, I just left a larger border around this particular photo. But as you go through these pages, you're going to see super clean. Not every page has to have an embellishment. Not every page even has to have journaling. I don't think any of this requires journaling. It might need big picture journaling that I will place in a different location in the book. But I really enjoy just having single photos and the little bit of just photographic story that they told. Now you can see here I have a 2-inch circle cut out that I just was laying on the desk and I just stuck it in there. I thought it looked cool. I've been using the 2-inch circle die. This one is from scrapbook.com. It's one of their exclusive die sets. And so if you see any 2-inch die circles, that's what I'm doing. I don't have a circle punch for that. Now, as we turn to these pages that were part of the class, they're still clean and open. Great place for my journaling to go. I added in some of my own embellishment there. Again, a 2-inch circle, a definition sticker, and just a notch banner. Lots of times, just grabbing things that are left over on my table and making something of them. And so that's just going to be kind of sit pretty there for right now. So then this page transitions us into the decorations and what everything looked like before the guests arrived. And so again, a good size, this might be a little bit bigger than 3x4, but I think this is 3x4 sitting there because I didn't do too many different sizes. Now this is a little booklet that's part of Heidi's class. So these photos are all 4x4 and great size to be able to see a little bit of extra detail. And so I thought it was a great place to put like the category of what our decorations look like for the party. So that is all there. And then I have this really great other die set. I don't know if you can see this here that I've layered here. One of the pattern papers looks like a ticket, right? So I have this great die set from Paper Love. I haven't even taken some of them apart. I've just been dyeing them like that. But this is the little ticket shape. And I just love it for layering pieces. And so I wanted to point that out to you. And then I punched a small, tiny little hole in my star, my chipboard star. And I use this multi-hole punch that is We Are Memory Keepers. I'm really loving this punch. I'm finding I am grabbing that one quite a bit. For this hole here, let's go back to this big tag. I didn't even talk about this tag, part of the class. But when you use the We Are Memory Keepers reinforcer punch, which is awesome, it makes this little punch reinforced hole here. Super cool, super fun to really customize your tags. Well, then the hole is 1/4 inch. So that is where this comes in. You can see it's full of paper. Yep. That's how used that is. So those are great tools that I am, again, reaching for all the time. That came in handy for this little tiny hole on the chipboard star. And then I just ran some of that gold metallic thread through it. And I think that's a fun little embellishment. So this last page, this is actually my last piece of Emerson Lane ledger paper. And I actually made a mistake here. So I had to take it out and retrim it and repunch it again, but I'm okay with it because I still got ledger and I'm actually going to be writing all the guests who are here on that very special day. So I hope I touched all of the little details here. Nope, as I go back, I did not. This is part of Heidi's class, but what she used here is one of her classic Heidi tags. It's a whole notepad of tags. Super awesome. And they're all attached. I mean, it's like its own gift. These would be great little teacher gifts. Hint, hint. This was my little touch here. This also comes with the chipboard stars, the chipboard label. And then I just layered on top of the circle punch, circle die cut with another definition sticker. Did I miss anything else? These are tags that also come with Classic Heidi. There's a great assortment of tags in this and one of my favorite pieces as well. So that's what you see attached there. And I think we have covered all our bases. So that is a walk and talk. Maybe we should call it a walk and talk through. That's a walk and talk through of this mini album that's called the mini album class is It's a Cinch. I'm calling my book Always Better Together. And I hope you appreciated and got some ideas from a look through of this book, and that you too will be inspired to get back to some mini album making. And be sure to check out those links, and I will see you in the next video.